Hi, welcome to my channel. So in this video we are going to discuss one general topic as well as the most important topic to all the PhD aspirants. So why? Because if you are going to the interview for your PhD admission purpose, before you, first of all, the statement of purpose will go, because at the time of applying, you have to send your details as well as a statement of purpose also. So that means for your PhD admission, or else whatever the admission process is there, written test or else the interview. So before you, first the statement of purpose will go to the university or the research committee. So the SOP is going to introduce you, as well as SOP is going to introduce your interest and how much thrust you are having regarding the research area and what you want to do and what already you did. Okay, all these things are going to be carried by the statement of purpose in front of the selection committee or the research committee. So you must be very careful in preparing the SOPs. Okay, so today's session is regarding how to prepare the very good statement of purpose. Okay, I collected this information from the different sources, but finally I selected one source, okay, which is a format given by the IIT guys, that is Indian Institute of Technology. Actually, there is no one prescribed format for the statement of purpose, but how good you are writing, so depending upon that one, it also plays one of the crazy role for selecting you as a PhD research scholar. Fine. So before going into the details and all, if you are not yet subscribed my channel, then please do subscribe and then click on the bell icon. And please, I request you to share this video to your friends or colleagues who are applying for the PhD notifications or the applications in the very good institutes. Before going into the main content of this video, here one small announcement is that Unacademy is starting the complete courses for the NTA UGC NET preparation from 1st May 2021 onwards. So here the electronic science candidates, the complete batch is going to start from 12th May 2021 onwards. So all the interested candidates may take the subscription plan guys. The links are kept at the description box of this video, and for more details you may watch at the end of this video. And now while coming to the present content of the video, so here I am going to show you few points. Whatever the points you have to mention in the statement of purpose. After this one I will show you one example also guys. Okay, so first let's have a look here. The statement of purpose should be coherent composition detailing about your experience and your achievements, and should also explain why you are interested in the PhD program, especially in that college or else in that institute to which you are applying for. Okay, and it should provide the convincing arguments that you show promise for your success in your further study or else in the research. Fine. And here there some points are mentioned that you may want to consider while writing the statement of purpose, and these points are general guidelines, so it is not necessary that you address all of them. Instead, pick all the relevant ones and write a well organized essay, making sure that it doesn't turn out to be a bald statement of facts. Okay, so first let us check the what are the different points here guys. The first one, you have to introduce yourself. Introduce yourself means the introduction yourself should not be like paras and paras. It must be just like one or two sentences. That's it. Okay, don't much focus on introducing about yourself, because statement of purpose is nothing but it is introducing about your interest in the research area as well as about your interest doing the PhD in that particular institute. So don't try to introduce much about yourself by putting the 5 sentences, 6 sentences. Okay, all these things. Okay, just try to maintain 1 or the 2 sentences. I am so and so and I graduated from so and so. I got the post graduation from so and so. Year as well as the percentage if you want. Fine. Next, what motivated you to choose a career in research? Okay, what are the different incidents from your childhood itself, in your childhood or else in your schooling age, in the graduation age or else the post graduation age? Okay, so which one you motivated to select the career in the research? And just elaborate on your academic or the research interest. That means academic or the research interest means, so what are the different research areas you picked in your graduation as a project work as well as in your post graduation as a project work. So you have to mention those research areas. Okay, and fourth one, do you have any specific research problem in your mind that you would like to work on during your graduate study? That means, do you have any already one research problem in your mind is there? Okay, why? Because for doing the PhD, you must have to start with the research problem. Okay, so for that research problem, you must already did the literature survey. So based upon doing the literature survey on your interested research area, then you will get one research problem. So in the fourth point, they are asking that already do you have any such type of research problem in your mind? Okay, and the fifth one, do you have any prior research experience? Okay, that means before applying the PhD, do you have already any junior research programs you did, or else you did any some kind of apprentice, or else you did any some kind of internships? Okay, so do you have any such type of research experiences are there? So if they are, then you may provide the details. Okay, next one, what are your short-term as well as the long-term goals? That means after joining the PhD, within the 1 year what you want to do, within the 2 years what you want to do. That means what are your short-term and the long-term goal. That means within the PhD what are the things you want to do, and after completion of PhD what are the things you want to do. Just mention in a simple 2 to 3 sentences. That's it. Seventh one, why did you apply for graduate studies at only IITs? Okay, or else whatever, for example, some so and so XYZ college is there. Why did you apply for a PhD program in the XYZ college? What is your interest? Okay, so what is your interest means here for the seventh point, you have to little bit explore the college. That means your college is very good. You already had the so and so patents. You already did the so many research journals are there. Okay, I already gone through. It's very nice, and your infrastructure is also very nice. That means you have to little bit praise the college whatever you are applying for. And coming to the 8th point is, have you looked at the research profiles of the faculty members worked in your field of interest? Who would you like to collaborate with you for the graduate study? That means before applying to the research program, whatever the college is there, you first go to the college website and search out whatever the different researches are going on in that college, and also search out which research work is doing by which professor. Okay, so based upon your research interest, whatever you are mentioning here, based upon that research interest, who is the professor working on that one, and what is the progress of that research. So how many papers are published by that, in that research area by this college or else by that professor. So you have to little bit study, okay, regarding the professor profiles as well as the college profile based upon your research interest. Okay, so these are the 8 points, okay, very important. So try to maintain all these 8 points in your statement of purpose, okay, as per your discipline or else as per your subject or research area. Okay, so try to maintain these points, guys. Okay, it will be very much helpful to them. And once again, I am telling that there is no particular standard statement of purpose. Okay, guys. So it is just depending upon how you are mentioning, okay, your points, or else how you are expressing your interest in doing the research and how much you are interested in doing the research work in their college. Fine. By mentioning your research interest and else your prior experience on that research. Fine. And coming to the few instructions. So page limit maximum SOP 1 to 2 pages, guys, not more than this one. And font Times New Roman size 12 you have to use. So format must be the PDF format. So indicate the name and application number if any on the top of the SOP. It must be font size must be 14 and bold at the centered, and the spacing is a single. And PDF, after converting the PDF, whatever the PDF you are attaching to the application, online application or something else of the college, mention the application number, okay, or applicant name. If the application number is not already there, then just mention your name. Don't send your PDF with some stupid names, guys. Okay, so always try to put your name itself. Fine. And here the sample you may check down. Statement of purpose, it must be size 14, applicant name 14, application number if any is there, then size 14. And you have to start writing the whatever the points, 8 points I mentioned there, you have to start writing those 8 points. And here one of the SOP, that is the best SOP I took from the internet here regarding the electrical engineering. Okay, so you may check down, just at a glance we will check down. My interest in science dates back to my years in high school, where I excelled in physics, chemistry and maths or something else. When I was a senior, I took a first year calculus course at a local college and earned an A grade. It seemed only logical and that I pursue a career in the electrical engineering. Next, when I began my undergraduate career, I had the opportunity to be exposed to the full range of engineering courses, all of which tended to reinforce and solidify my intense interest in engineering. And I have also had the opportunity to study a number of subjects in the humanities, and they have been both enjoyable and enlightening, providing me with a new and a different perspective on the world in which we live. Okay. Next, in the realm of engineering, I have developed a special interest in the field of laser technology and have been even taking a graduate course in quantum electronics. And among the 25 or so students in the course, I am the sole undergraduate. And another particular interest of mine is electromagnetics. And last summer, when I was a technical assistant at a world famous local lab, I learned about this many practical applications, especially in relation to microstrip and antenna design. Management at this lab was sufficiently impressed with my work to ask I return when I graduate. Of course, my plans following completion of my current studies are to move directly into graduate work toward my master's in science. After I earn my master's degree, I intended to start work on my PhD in the electrical engineering. Later, I would like to work in the area research and development for private industry or the government industry. It is in R&D that I believe I can make the greatest contribution to my country, or else utilizing my theoretical background and creative as a scientist. So I am highly aware of the superb reputation of your school. That means this para is nothing but praising their college. Okay. And my conversations with several of your alumni have served to deepen my interest in attending. I know that in addition to your excellent faculty, your computer facilities are among the best in the state. I hope you will give me the chance or privilege. I will be very privileged if you give me the chance to do the research work in your fine institution. Fine. So these are the details. I mean, it is just one statement of a sample statement of purpose, guys. Okay, so I hope this video will really helpful to you in preparing the statement of purpose. Okay, so please follow these things, and if you are having any queries regarding this one, okay, please put your queries in the comment section. So based upon that queries, I will try to do the one more video regarding the SOP, guys. Fine. So I'm requesting you to please share this video to your friends or colleagues who are looking for such type of things, okay, videos or for such type of content. It will be very much helpful to them. And to get the more notifications like this, please subscribe the channel and then tap the bell icon. And the candidates who are preparing for the UGC NET exam, here one announcement follows. So listen, guys. Hi. Myself, I am Ashwani Kumar, Unacademy educator of electronic science as well as the general paper 1. And all of you know that Unacademy is India's largest learning platform. And the candidates who are preparing for the UGC NET, okay, NTA UGC NET, here the Unacademy is providing the multiple courses for the candidates who are preparing for the NTA UGC NET. So here I am going to show you the list. Actually, the University Grants Commission is conducting every year twice the national eligibility test exam for the 81 subjects. So out of the 81 subjects here, for few subjects, Unacademy is providing the complete course, including the free online classes also, guys. So here I will give you the complete details regarding that one. So first of all, we will see what are the different subjects are providing by the Unacademy for the NTA UGC NET. Means commerce and general paper on teaching, management, computer science and application, political science, history, economics, practice and strategy, sociology, labor welfare, English, language and education, geography, law, Hindi, psychology, public administration, electronic science, environmental science, home science and philosophy, tourism admin and management, mass communication and journalism, Sanskrit, Punjabi and anthropology. So these are the different subjects where the Unacademy is providing the courses, guys. Okay, and from each and every course you will get the free online classes as well as the paid courses also you will get. So I will show you how to access. Here the few top educators are there, guys, okay, which are going to give you the wonderful knowledge. Okay, and you can download the class PDFs also, okay, regarding the different subjects, okay, which will be very much helpful to you to crack the UGC NET JRF, guys. And coming to my profile, okay, so myself, I am Ashwani Kumar, as I already told you, educator of electronic science as well as a general paper 1. So it is my profile link. Okay, so whatever the subject you belongs to, just click on that one and then you will be directed to that particular subject educator's profiling. And if you scroll down, you will get the special classes. Okay, the special classes are completely free, guys, that anybody can able to access this one. And just click on this see all. Whatever the free classes or the special classes I did up to now, okay, you can able to access all the special classes. So actually here I did the special classes on the free classes on the general paper 1 as well as the electronic science previous year questions, okay, that you may check down here one by one. And whatever the interesting or else whatever your needed topic is there, okay, just click on that one and then you will be directed to the video, guys. So you will get like this, and if you click on this watch now, then you will be directed to the online classes. Okay, but before that one you have to create your account by providing the mail ID as well as your contact number. Fine. So to watch the special classes, it is completely free. You need not to pay any amount, guys. And if you want to get the complete course as per the UGC syllabus and each and everything, okay, which are helpful to crack your JRF, nothing but a paid courses. So here the two different types of subscriptions are there. One is the plus subscription and second one is the iconic subscription. And you may check down the difference here. In the plus subscriptions, you will get the almost you will get the India's best educators are there in the Unacademy. Okay, you will be provided with doubt clarifying sessions also, interactive live classes, and you can download the PDFs and the live test and the quizzes. And coming to the iconic subscription, interactive live classes, PDFs and the live test and quizzes just as like the plus. Apart from this one, you will get the personal coach and personalized doubt solving and preparatory study material, SOP and the interview preparation. Okay, so all these things you will get additional in the iconic subscription. Okay, so while coming to the plus subscriptions, okay, we will see the different plans here. You may check down, guys, the different plans. For 1 month 2,900 and for 3 months 2,823 and for 6 months. Okay, these are the charge per 1 month, and if you want to get the 6-month subscription plan, you have to pay 11,250, and for 12 months 13,750, and for 24 months 20,000. Okay, so depending upon your requirement, you may take any one of the subscription plan here. Okay, if you want the 3 months, or else if you want the 6 months, or else if you want the 12 months. Okay, so based upon when you are planning to write the exam, okay, so based upon that one, you may take any one of the subscription plans here. And out of this different subscription plans, you will get some discount also. So it is my referral code ASWINIK. So use my referral code and then click on the apply and then proceed to pay. Then you will get the 10% discount on any one of these subscription plans. Okay. So the subscription link as well as my profile link, both these two I will put in the description box of this video, guys. You may check down. And apart from this one, the electronic science new batch course is already started from 12th May onwards. So all the interested candidates may take the subscription plan, and this course runs up to 3 months, guys. That means from May 12th to August 12th. So the complete UGC NET electronic science syllabus will be discussed here in detail by keeping in mind the previous year NTA UGC NET question papers also, which will be very much helpful for you to crack the UGC NET JRF. Okay, so already the previous batches, okay, so many candidates cracked the JRF and a few candidates are getting the admission into the PhD admission in the IIT also. So you may check down my dedications in my profile link. So it is my profile link, and if you click on here the dedications, okay, you may check down. So all the students are very nicely satisfied, okay, regarding the teaching as well as their preparation. Fine. So you may check down here, guys. So by looking all these things and by looking at the special classes, that means which are free, that you may check down, okay, how the classes are going on and how the live interaction will be. Okay, so based upon all these things, you may decide. And please take the subscription plan, guys, which will be very much helpful to you to crack the UGC NET JRF. Fine.